This month's TV 47 Star Student of the Month.
Courteous & Son Funeral Home presents our Star Student of the Month. We welcome Kenny York, who's a senior at Fayetteville High School. Kenny, good morning.
Morning.
Good to have you with us today, and I hope you had a good weekend.
I did.
Yeah? What'd you do this weekend, Kenny?
Well, I work at Chick-fil-A, so I literally worked all day Saturday. We had a football game at Isabella Friday, which was amazing, even though we did lose.
They didn't have a band?
No,
Isabella?
sir. They had like a concert band. It was like just a few drums and a cymbal player. But they still sounded really good, but I just felt bad that they didn't have a band.
I guess so.
But
You're in the band at Fayetteville?
Yes, sir. I played the bass drum.
Yeah? How long have you been in the band?
This is only my second year.
Okay. Kind of like it?
Yes, sir. It's probably the best decision I've ever made.
Who's the band director?
Mr. Tony McCarley.
Okay.
He's new this year.
Okay. Now, tell us a little bit about Kenny York. Who are you, sir? Senior at Fayetteville, I know that, but what else?
Let's see. I am our class secretary. I'm also secretary for our FBLA chapter. I'm a high school ambassador. I'm in the marching band, as I said before. And I'm also a part-time worker at Chick-fil-A.
Okay. Good grades, I guess?
Yes, sir.
Straight A's?
I'm barely making it.
That's
my goal this year. That's my goal this year.
I understand. So, what's some of the classes you've taken this year?
Well, I'm taking anatomy, which is what the whole grade's taking, along with English 12. I'm taking AP Calculus and U.S. Government/Economics. I'm also an office assistant. I'm taking a banking course. I'm also a student A for our kindergarten PE, and then I have our bank class at grade period.
Who's some of your teachers?
So I have Miss Barber, who's my anatomy teacher. Miss Chaplin's my English. Miss Reed, she is my calculus teacher. And my history teacher is Coach Reed. And then the office assistant is kind of like a lot of teachers, like all the faculty.
What's this anatomy about? What is this?
It's kind of like the study of the human body. So it's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a hard course, but
Yeah.
I find my ways.
So, what do you think you want to do after high school?
Well, I plan on going to CAG for 2 years to get my basics and hopefully transfer to Mississippi State to earn a degree in meteorology.
Meteorology, huh?
Yes, sir.
You're a weather guy, huh?
Yeah, it's been my dream for years.
Yeah. Who's your weather guy that you look up to?
James Mann.
Okay. You ever met him?
Yes, sir. I met him when he came down to Sylacauga a few times.
Yeah.
I used that opportunity.
He's a good one to pattern your life after,
He
that's
really
for sure.
is.
When did you start thinking about meteorology?
First grade, actually.
Really?
Yeah, he came to my school, which I used to go to Indian Valley before I went to Fayetteville, and he gave us a presentation. Ever since then, it kind of clicked.
Now, you've been on this show before, right?
Yes, sir. It was before COVID.
Yeah?
I think it was like my
Seemed
eighth
like
or
forever
ninth grade.
ago, don't it?
I know. I feel like COVID kind of slowed everything down.
So, what did you think? I know we got COVID in the rearview mirror a little bit now, but that was a challenging time, wasn't it, Kenny?
Yes, especially because in March of my freshman year, actually, we went fully virtual. And that was hard, especially me living like in the middle of the nowhere with no Wi-Fi or nothing. I was struggling to get work done.
Wow.
It's not just me. There's a lot of kids, especially around that district area, that were struggling with the internet. Even today. Like, I know there's like this broadband that we're coming out with, but that's like in the future, and
It's not right now, is it?
not right now, no.
Yeah. So, how do you access internet at school?
Well, pretty much, yes, sir. I have like 2 free periods that I kind of use that time wisely in free time in class, or I just simply sit in the parking lot in my car and do some homework.
Now, some people may think this morning, he doesn't have internet at his home? A lot of people don't have internet access.
I barely even have cell service. I only have I'm working with barely 1 bar of service. I'm like in the dead zone between Fayetteville and Childersburg, and that little Kayachi community.
Yeah.
From the Cowboy Church until you get to downtown Childersburg, that's the dead zone.
Yeah. Do you go to church, the Cowboy Church?
Yes, sir. I go to Sylacauga Church of Christ.
Okay, all right.
I'm involved with their last leaders program as well.
Yeah, and that is Brother Mike, isn't it? Is he the
Yes,
pastor?
sir. Mike Kaiser.
Yeah. We're talking with Kenny York, who's a senior at Fayetteville High School, and he is senior, plays in the band. Some of these other extracurricular activities you're involved in, what are some of those again now?
I am in the FBLA, our secretary. I am the ambassador and class. I'm an SJA secretary, and I'm a part-time worker at Chick-fil-A. So on top of that. Talk
about your part-time work at Chick-fil-A.
It is obviously the best thing I've ever done. I've been there for almost 9 months. Next week, I'm at 9 months there.
What's so special about working there?
It's the people. The people. I have great bosses, and I work with people that are somewhat around my age, so it's kind of good to work with somebody around your age because you can talk about stuff that they can understand. So,
why you look at me like that?
I'm not looking at you.
Oh, a lot of young kids work at Chick-fil-A. That's maybe their first indoctrination into the workforce.
It's a really good place to start. You get reasonable pay, flexible hours, understanding bosses, and it's really good start for.
So tell me what's so special about Fayetteville High School.
I feel like it's just the school as a whole. We're kind of small, so I mean we're kind of close. We're like a family, and I feel like that mindset helps us be more comfortable, especially with new kids who start. Like that's kind of like when I was in the beginning of the year, my counselor came up to me and asked me because I literally only had like half my schedule, only had my core classes, and she said, "How would you feel about being a student aide for kindergarten PE?" Now, I wasn't easy at first, but I got to think, my little sister, she's in first grade this year, and last year in kindergarten, I knew how it took her months to get comfortable. So I feel like I want to help them become that comfortable and make sure that school is not just like something to get them away from their parents. It's something fun, like actually encouraging. So I try to build that courage up for them, make them have the best year possible.
Wow. Kenny York. Kenny is a senior at Fayetteville High School. After high school, he wants to go to school to become, he's going to Mississippi State to study to become a meteorologist. You like to work locally, or you like to travel like somewhere else? Or what?
I don't get the opportunity to travel a lot, but I want to travel.
Yeah.
But I have to wait for what life takes me.
Yeah. Okay. What drives Kenny York? What makes you go?
Let's see. Well, I just want to make sure I have a compelling future. That's why I had these big goals set for me, like Mississippi State, but I also have backup plans, because Mississippi State is very expensive, and if I'm not financially stable for that, I have like backup colleges like UAH in Huntsville or University of South Alabama in Mobile. So I feel like just goal setting is really the key to success.
Maybe you can get some scholarships and stuff.
That's what I'm relying on.
Yeah. Who's your go-to person, Kenny, when you have a tough moment in life?
Either my aunt or my papa.
Yeah. Tell me about your papa.
He is so inspiring.
What is his name?
His name's Jesse Pugh.
Okay.
He's just my go-to person. He's just one of them. There's no words that can describe how amazing he is.
Yeah. Wow. It's good to have a pawpaw that cares about you, right? It really is
good to have a pawpaw.
Yeah. You got brothers and sisters?
I have two sisters. I have sisters. Allie, she is 6 years old, who I live with. And I have another sister who lives in Indiana, actually. And she's 29, and she has 3 kids.
All right, let's go and talk about the band a little bit now. This is, what is it, second year in the band? Or
yes,
okay.
Second year.
How did you get started in band?
Well, our band was always small. We only had like 15. So I was never really interested just because of how small it was. But last year, Miss Odom, she was my old band director from last year. She just came up to me and wondered if I want to be part of a band because there's so many people that signed up this year. And I'm like, sure, why not? I mean, it's either take it or leave it. I mean, what else could happen?
Had you ever played the drums before?
No. Last year I started with cymbals, and this year's bass drum. So I kind of do 2 years and 2 different instruments. So that's good to have some sort of experience with both.
Before we go this morning, Kenny, how would you encourage, or how do you try to encourage underclassmen about the importance of studying, about the importance of having your grades and you're getting those A's and B's? How important is that, and how do you try to encourage others?
I feel like that's important to me because I feel like if I'm able to do this, that will help me in college because I'm supposed to be taking like really hard courses in college for my plans. But like those who don't have high plans like I and some others do, I just try to think of them, how will that help you in the future? I mean, you don't know what you might not do, but the thing is that you want to have a good start for life.
Yeah. You know, the Bible talks about without a vision, people perish. And we've got to have vision, right?
Yes.
And this is a visionary right here. His name is Kenny York. He's looking right here in this camera, ladies and gentlemen. Kenny is a senior at Fayetteville High School, and Kenny York is our Star Student of the Month.